Hi there, Sagittarius. This is Kim here to do a quick next 3-day messages for you, opening up to your spirit team, your spirit guides, and your angels. Hope you guys are doing good today. Let's see what we have for Sagittarius. What message would you like to pass on to them? The shapeshifter. Okay. What else with it? Whoa. A lot. Venom, the mask, the bardo. Oh, wow. And the shapeshifter? Oh. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. So, this is big. This is actually a big next 3-day message because the bardo is meaning that you've been in this place of liminal space where it's in between, you know, death and living. The bardo is, it can be like, there's not much there but memories. You know, see all these skulls here representing like past lives. And the place that we always go to is what it's talking about. So maybe a liminal space like in your life where you're going in between things. You're definitely switching up roles. So because the shapeshifter is talking about a change that you have to, that you will adapt to. And then the mask can be like a new role you're stepping into. The venom, well, the venom is the poison of this world, right? The poison, the things that we end up transmuting. Well, we transmute them into the nectar. The most famous person, I guess you could say, Shiva, who transmutes the venom into the nectar. So I think you're about to be moving on past a not so great experience here that you've had, whether that be the poisonous type toxic relationship or job or whatever the case is. You have 3-3-3-3, and that is the card of being thankful for really anything and everything that comes into our life. That's because it's all here for us. You know, this can open up portals. It's like sending out to the universe that you are grateful for every type of abundance that you have, so that it knows to send you more things for you to be grateful about. Definitely the parsec is a message because I saw it already. So maybe grateful for this space before you get into the new flow of something that, like I said, like a different role, playing a different role. I don't look at the mask as like wearing a facade or anything like that. I view the mask as a new role that we'll be stepping into, whether that's like a new job or a parent role. It can be various things, right? DNA, geomagnetic storm, and parsec. So it kind of looks like they're talking about this space that you have right now that is activating things within you, that is switching on, or maybe you could say resetting your DNA to the 12-strand DNA, the original divine blueprint. Maybe this is even happening through the geomagnetic storms that, you know, the solar flares cause. Could be talking about that because that it definitely can put us in this, like, okay, we're in where we have a space in between where we want to be or who we're wanting to be even. And there's a lot changing outside of ourselves. This card is usually about how there's things that are outside of our control sometimes. And it seems to be like your DNA upgrade. I mean, that's just what I'm getting from that. Let me get something from the Oracle of Genetic Gifts because of that DNA here. Also, your bloodline may be very important here for whatever that you reach out to when you're meditating or that you feel drawn to. It's because I'm just picking up something with these past lives, you know, and the importance of them here in this bardo energy. So how are they changing? It's like you're a shapeshifter and you're going to be changing, maybe changing everything about you. Ooh, okay, that's good. So a confirmation for somebody that feels like guided to divination for the purpose of like healing others, teaching others, providing guidance or spiritual knowledge. It says tarot card reader, but it can be any kind of service or divination that you might be doing. The upgrade, they say here, is talking about the mental plane. Your seed crystal 8 through 10 chakras are activated. So that may definitely have to do with the new role. 8 through 10, so 8 and 9 are located outside of and 10 are they're all outside of your body, but 8 and 9 are above your crown chakra in your head area, and then that 10 is like beneath the feet, outside of your body. So what this does is it puts you in connection, for one thing, with all of your bloodlines, your past lives. That is all the information that's basically stored on your DNA, things that we were not able to access until those chakras were really lit up good. That stuff that can be information coming in, it can come in really strange, weird ways too. You have to pay attention to the messages or signals that you're getting in your life. That's things that would make it personal to you. 9 is going to definitely help you with protecting your energy, your aura, your energy body. It's going to be helping you filter out things like the venom energy or toxicity, anything that's real low vibration that seeks to get into your energy, to pull from it. It can filter that stuff out. So that also gives you, it's like it gives you this resilience, this starseed resilience, an ability to transmute naturally. So you're also connected with your higher self, life purpose. It's big things that connects you to. The spiritual warrior that you have been, the 9 of Wands. Yeah, the spiritual warrior that you've been and the things that you had to go through. You're spiritually very strong, but you may feel like something that you went through was exhausting. There is always this spiritual war going on. Can be the exhausting role of the Queen of Pentacles, for sure. The Queen of Pentacles very good at staying grounded, and she, on this card, she's really giving to her family or those people that she cares about of her financial help, right? So might have something to do with like a business or some sort of change here, an increase here in your in finances, I would see. Okay, and I think it's an increase in your finances, because so we have this 8 of Pentacles here. Could have gone through a tower moment, and I'm feeling that tower moment could have been, they're saying here, just work on your stability and your foundation at this time. 4 of Pentacles is when we're, we can be building, but we're also having to hold back or hold on to things because, you usually think money might be tight when you have the 4 of Pentacles. But they're saying be grateful because you are in between this. There's going to be a pause and then a new flow. Something here that's happening with just your body, yourself. These changes are actually even going to help you with work, and maybe even changing things up with work, the 8 of Pentacles, or adding something. It's whatever you are actually really good at already. I can see the Queen of Pentacles turning a hobby into a career or a job, extra money on the side too. 2 of Cups in the reverse. See how that flipped out too? Okay, step into your Empress energy. I have the Empress here, and that Queen of Pentacles, extremely abundant. Now, the liminal space or the bardo could have been because there was the end of a relationship, or that something is like in the middle ground where it's not been very harmonizing. Sometimes this card coming out in this position is like, okay, well, we're going to work on it. So it can be that you're working to be more harmonious with someone, or that there is a space or a pause between you and like the next partner that comes into your life. So yeah, I could see that being a couple of things. It doesn't always have to be romantic too. It can be related to partnership with money. involved. Tell me more about that. Page of Pentacles. Wanting to flip in the reverse too. So there's something here that you've decided not to, or person even, that you've decided not to invest in. I kind of see this as like a lesson learned card. I've learned a lesson, or I invested in something and it didn't come back the way that I wanted it to. Therefore, not investing in it anymore. Tell me more about Page of Pentacles also. It could be about learning a skill, learning a new skill. Could be a skill to develop of yours too. Something that will allow you to, Six of Swords, out of a situation, right? Out of a situation that might have even contained the Five of Swords that you're leaving from. This is when our intuition is saying, no, we need to get up and out of this area, go somewhere different. Be a change in mindset, that shift that leads to something else. Looks like this person is actually flying right into this Ace of Pentacles, which on the top of it says it came from nowhere and it changed everything. So to me, that is a big financial opportunity that's coming your way. And you may have to like move towards it, or there might be some sort of travel here involved with it. We're waiting on the offer, or waiting on this opportunity. And it's all because, and I do think it comes from nowhere. Like, I think it's kind of unexpected, the Knight of Cups. Because there's this feeling here of, I've been wanting to go in a different direction for a while. I've been like postponing making that decision to get where I'm going, because simply just waiting on the opportunity to come, or not knowing where it's going to come from, but really having faith that it is. Knight of Cups, and it will lead to your happiness, to your you getting your wishes granted here. Yeah, and you could feel like I'm in this space. The Two of Swords is being in a space before we've really made up our mind on what we're going to do. And I think that's because of waiting on this opportunity. So it's going to be a big, powerful opportunity for you. It's going to make the waiting worth it, is what I think, with that Hangman. The thunderstorm is power. It's also saying like an energy shift and triumph over evil. Opportunity to overcome. And you may feel uncertain right now, or uncertain of these times right now. Because, like I say, with all of the indications, is that it's going to come from out of the blue, or you don't expect it coming. So, too, is the Four of Cups. Sometimes we can get so in our head that things are uncertain, or we don't feel like anything's coming, that we're not looking up enough. So, make sure you're looking up for the opportunity. Keeping your spirits up. Optimism. I have something coming within a few days for you all. Literally says, within a few days, the situation or event in question will develop or unfold in a matter of days. Anything else? We'll make this short. Yeah, you will be book burning. And you have the Roses card, which could be a new relationship or partnership coming in. It can be friendship, because it says love, romance, friendship. But I also have that book burning, where instead of, closing the chapter, we're actually like setting it ablaze. And it's putting, all of that will be put into the past. Any kind of situation where you are controlled, or someone tried to silence you, or maybe play mind games, or even change the narrative of like how something went down. I feel like that's changing. Tell me about book burning. More than meets the surface with this situation. The deal is getting you closer to your binary star, or that other person, or the type of job where you feel like you're on the same orbit. Right? So more than meets the surface here to everything. And there is a wormhole or a shortcut that is going to appear. That might be the opportunity that happens like out of the blue, that provides a way to get to where you wanted to go quicker. All right, your angel number message for Sagittarius. 24, you have a heart of gold and you are skilled at maintaining balanced, stable relationships. You are loyal to your loved ones, able to be the nurturer, protector, and provider all at once. I am generous. So that just brings into question, if you're in the Queen of Pentacles and you're like this, right, then is it rewarding whoever you're giving towards, right? That's the question. 111 says your angels are right behind you, ready to support you in this endeavor so you can co-create with the universe a life you love. I am creative. Yeah. Okay. And somebody that is your binary star or a setup where it just matches you really well. So that's what I have. Sending you love and light. Bye.